The second thing I wish I had done differently in my early 20s is I wish I had implemented more than procrastination and waiting for perfection. So I wish I had chosen implementation over perfection. So because I have multiple skills, sometimes I tend to you know, get confused on which exactly to focus on. But that is not even the main issue. What I find to be very such a big problem is the fact that before I put something out there, before I put myself out there, I want it to be perfect. I want it to be, and this is not even from a place of competition with anyone, because I've never really been in a place where I'm competing with anyone. This is just something that, I'm just a perfectionist. Before I cook a dish, I have to plan and plan and plan. Everything is in place, and this accumulates stress in my head. This makes processes difficult, more difficult than they even seem. I overthink. I'm an overthinker. I overprocess things, and I want every detail to be present. Now, it's very good to have your details present. It's very good to prepare for event, but one thing I have learned from my mistakes is that I have had so many good ideas that never launched because I overprocessed them. Why? I was trying to make it so perfect. At the end of the day, I got exhausted with the mental load of trying to perfectionalize, if there's any English word like that, or trying to perfect something. So I got tired of trying to perfect something I've not even started. The truth is, there's never going to be a perfection without implementation. No matter how you plan and strategize for something, there are going to be unforeseen circumstances that would twerk and tweak your plans in the way that you did not expect. There is no way it's just is going to be, even a building plan would even have slight differences, no matter how strictly the engineers follow it. The type of materials being used, the topography of the soil and everything will determine how they can twerk around it. So our plans. Another thing is, as a child of God, we should understand that we cannot really fully plan our lives, or plan everything, because there would always be the God factor. I feel like this is one thing, that the one serious lesson that I'm taking away from this series is acknowledging that God factor. Because I mean, if I believe in God and I'm saying that I trust fully in God, and God is, the author and finisher of my faith, why do I want to author and finish everything when I'm not even leaving room for His leading and His direction? So this does not in any way say do not plan, do not put yourself together. But for example, there are books I've started. Yeah, I'm an author. I have one published book. I don't have one published book. So after the first ordeal, I went ahead and wrote a second published book, and since then it's been about 4 years now, I've not published another book. And this is because of this reason that I'm talking to you about. I will start some books, very good books. I'll write some chapters, and I would start wanting this perfection, this perfect book, this perfect, and it would overbore me mentally, and I would drop it. So another lesson I'm taking away from myself from my early 20s. By the way, I just turned 28 2 months ago, and this is the reason I'm doing this series, because I feel like I've passed that phase of my life where I'm blaming anybody or blaming circumstances for everything. I feel like, okay, now I'm going to be 30 in 2 years, right? I need to take charge of my life. I need to put myself together. Having spent almost 3 decades on earth, I cannot be blaming background or anything for the reason why anything is not happening in my life. Now is this stage where I have to take responsibility of everything going on in my life, and I decided to audit my life. So that is why I'm doing this, and I got so much healing from the first video. I decided I'm just going to do this for myself. In short, that leads me to the third point that I'll be talking about in the next clip.